Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic, Keek on the mic. People, this the intro.
Talk bad about my team, you must be a clown. This is Keek on the mic, so you know you better bear down. Bear down. Bear down.
Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Like always, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you also follow me on all my social media platforms to stay connected with all Keek on the Mic news. So, Bears fans, before I go any further with today's episode of Keek on the Mic, I want to remind you guys once again that I'll be going live tomorrow night starting at 5 p.m. PST. Tomorrow night will just be a simple Friday night Q&A. So come with your Bears and NFL questions. And I'll also have the phone lines for the live call-ins open. So make sure you guys give me a call and we can have fun talking some Bears football on a Friday night. I hope to see you guys all there. So, Bears fans, as we all know, we talked about this before, Justin Fields appeared on the All Things Covered podcast. And on this podcast, he stated that he's definitely in the top 5 of running quarterbacks in history. But now, in that same exact interview that he did with All Things Covered podcast, a new video has surfaced, and Bears fans, buckle up because this was absolutely a bold prediction about Justin Fields. The host asked Justin Fields if he thinks he could break the Bears' single-season passing yardage record during his time in Chicago, and if he will be the first Bears quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards in a season. We all know that has never been done. Justin Fields had this to say, Bears fans. Check this out.
The Bears have been around for 100 years. They've never had a quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards.
Yeah.
We believe you're going to be in Chicago for a long, long time. Will you break that record?
I will. Plan on doing it this year, too.
Woo!
Plan on doing it this year.
First off, Bears fans, I absolutely love Justin Fields' confidence. But I do have to mention this on today's episode of Keek on the Mic, just to remind the people that are sitting in the back, the Chicago Bears have never, and I mean never, in the franchise history, have never had a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards. We are literally the only franchise that has never had a quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards. Currently, the single season yardage leader for the Chicago Bears is held by Erik Kramer, who threw for 3,838 yards and 29 touchdowns in 1995. So yes, Bears fans, it has been a very long time for that record to stand. Erik Kramer, like I said, did it back in 1995. So we are obviously starved for a quarterback to actually throw for 4,000 yards. But with all this being said, Bears fans, Justin Fields showed no hesitation whatsoever in his answer when he says that he would do it as soon as this year. And that is obviously bold by Justin Fields. If you guys saw the comments, everyone is already blasting Justin Fields because in the same week that he said that he thinks he's a top 5 running quarterback in NFL history, which he also got blasted for, in the same week, he then says he's going to throw for 4,000 yards as soon as this season. Absolutely bold. And we all know now that Justin Fields now has his sights set on making team history during the 2023 NFL season. I'm absolutely all here for it. So the big question now, Bears fans, is will Justin Fields actually throw for 4,000 yards this season? Let's talk about it right here on Keek on the Mic. First things first, Bears fans, do I think this is a very bold prediction by Justin Fields? Yes, absolutely. But do I think it's a crazy prediction by Justin Fields? No, absolutely not. Let me explain why I don't think it's too crazy that Justin Fields may actually have the opportunity to throw for 4,000 yards this season. When you look at Justin Fields as a thrower, especially when you're looking back at last season, he was definitely held back by not only his coaches, his O-line, and the weapons around him. We all understand that Justin Fields had nothing around him. He had to run for his life. He had 160 rushing attempts last season, which to me is way too much for a quarterback that I don't even really think that he's a running quarterback. I definitely think that Justin Fields has throwing ability, that he should have had the opportunity to throw more. But when you look at the personnel around Justin Fields, it was not great whatsoever. So yes, I do think the coach's O-line and the weapons around him definitely held Justin Fields back as a thrower. And of course, I'm not sitting here saying Justin Fields is perfect. We all know that Justin Fields has a lot of stuff to work on. But when I'm sitting here saying that it's not all on Justin Fields, that the passing numbers were down for Justin Fields last season. So Bears fans, a couple of things that I want you guys to keep in mind in terms of Justin Fields throwing the football. And I want to make sure I make this some key points today on the episode of Kick on the Mic to really make my point on why I believe that Justin Fields may actually have the opportunity to throw for 4,000 yards this season. I want you to keep these things in mind. First off, Fields only had 21 passing attempts a game, and that is significantly low compared to Trevor Lawrence's 34 attempts a game. So you're meaning to tell me that Trevor Lawrence got 13 more passing attempts a game than Justin Fields? That is a really huge difference, Bears fans, and it makes a difference when you throw the ball more. Obviously, when you look at the Jaguar situation compared to the Bears situation, the Jaguars have already had a better team around Trevor Lawrence. Obviously, the offensive line was better for Trevor Lawrence compared to what Justin Fields had in Chicago. But still, the coaching staff was forced to hold Justin Fields back and use his ability as a runner because the offensive line was bad. The weapons around him were bad, right? So it really forced the coaching staff, because of the personnel around Justin Fields, to use his strength as a runner. Once again, we all know that Justin Fields had 160 attempts on the ground, which, even though if some people think he's a running quarterback or just that's all he can do is run, that's way too many attempts. So my first point is, with better offensive line, with better weapons around Justin Fields, I expect Justin Fields to throw more than 21 times a game. He may get 34 attempts a game, much like Trevor Lawrence did last season. So I think that will definitely help Justin Fields' chances to have a bigger year in terms of those passing numbers. Number two, Bears fans, Justin Fields was sacked 55 times last season, and some of the sacks were his fault. Some of the sacks that he could easily just thrown the ball away instead of taking the sack. It could have changed that sack number, but ultimately he was still sacked 55 times. Once again, the offensive line in terms of pass protection was absolutely terrible. Sam Musfer was a terrible center. We had, for the most part, Tevin Jenkins was banged up. We had a rookie left tackle that was still trying to learn position. He was still solid for a rookie, but was still trying to learn the position. But overall, this Chicago Bears offensive line in terms of pass protection was absolutely putrid. Fast forward to this season, we added Darnell Wright at the right tackle position. We signed guard Nate Davis. We have Tevin Jenkins moving to left guard. We're going to have improved play from Cody Whitehair at center. And then year two of Braxton Jones at left tackle should be a much more improved line. And what does that mean for Justin Fields, Bears fan? More time to throw in the pocket. Going back to my point about how the coaches had to hold Justin Fields back, that was one of the big reasons, because Justin Fields had no time to throw. So Luke Getsy was forced to have Justin Fields roll out of the pocket, do design runs to keep the defense off balance because of the inability of the offensive line to hold their blocks and give Justin Fields time to throw in the pocket. So once again, with improved blocking from the offensive line, which I do expect from the guys that we added, Justin Fields will be able to sit in the pocket and find his many weapons that he has around him now, which will ultimately help Justin Fields' passing numbers as soon as this season. And last but not least, Bears fans, and I already touched on this, I'm a little bit in this episode of Kick of the Mic, he now has better weapons on the outside. When you look at last season, his top two weapons were Darnell Mooney, didn't even play a whole season due to injuries, and Cole Kmet. And Cole Kmet didn't even really start heating up until later in the year. Now, fast forward to this year, we have added DJ Moore. We now have Tyler Scott. We have Chase Claypool in the second season in the Chicago Bears offense. We have Darnell Mooney coming back. We have Cole Kmet coming back. We added Robert Tonyan. So Justin Fields has a way more improved receiving core. Once again, going back to last season, all Justin Fields had was Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. The other guys he was throwing to was Equanimeous St. Brown, Byron Pringle, and Dante Pettis. Now, once again, fast forward to now he's throwing to guys like DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, and you still have Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet coming back. That is a huge difference in terms of having some more firepower to throw to. So once again, we all know what DJ Moore is going to do. I think Chase Claypool and Darnell Mooney are going to have big seasons. With all those guys in the fold and them continuing to create that chemistry and connection, that's also going to help Justin Fields' passing numbers from a year ago. So Bears fans, when you put all these aspects together, my main thing is, why not? Why can't Justin Fields throw for 4,000 yards? You know, going into the season, my prediction was always that Justin Fields could be at that 3,500 yard mark by the end of this season with all the things that Ryan Poles has done to help Justin Fields succeed. I think Justin Fields can very well be towards that 3,500 yard mark by the end of this season. But with the confidence that Justin Fields is showing, he believes that he can do it. So for me, I'm going to believe my quarterback and say that, you know what, maybe Justin Fields can do it. He finally has a legit number one wide receiver in DJ Moore. You now have hopefully better protection with adding Nate Davis, Darnell Wright. And you also can't forget that this is Justin Fields' second year in the same system under offensive coordinator Luke Getsy. So when you put all those things together, Bears fans, to me, that's going to equal success. And once again, added to the confidence that Justin Fields feels that he can get it done this year, I'm going to trust Justin Fields and ride with him all the way. And I'm going to say, why not? So overall, Bears fans, even though I think it will be a tough task, it's not going to be anything easy. I know that Justin Fields now has put a lot of pressure on himself. I know that he invites that pressure. He's ready to take over the city of Chicago. He's ready to lead this Bears franchise to new standards and to hopefully a championship winning team. I know there's going to be a lot of smack talking towards Justin Fields, and rightfully so. This is a very bold prediction. Once again, the Chicago Bears have never in the team's franchise history have had a quarterback reach that 4,000 yard passing mark in a single season. But I feel so confident that Justin Fields can finally reach that mark for the Chicago Bears franchise due to the reasons that I listed in this video. So Bears fans, overall, I'm excited to see Justin Fields play this season, and I definitely think that he will have a shot at 4,000 yards passing as soon as this season. So once again, Bears fans, before I let you guys go, let me ask you guys this. Do you think that quarterback Justin Fields will throw 4,000 yards as soon as this season? Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms, and make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, back for our all new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and bear down.
You've been listening to Geek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.